this year?
Everything looks different this year.
If you'd asked me this time last year what I thought I'd be doing in December of 2020, I don't know that I would have predicted anything other than the usual way that I spend my holidays.
For so many of us, the holidays are a peaceful time, revolving around traditions, memories, things we do every single year, whether they're by themselves or with family.
A nostalgic time.
A complicated time.
I'm almost out of time itself. Sometimes.
Sometimes the holidays are with friends.
Sometimes the holidays are by ourselves.
Sometimes the holidays aren't what we expected them to be.
The holidays have so many different names, shapes, and sizes for so many different people.
In this season of joy or surprise or otherwise, we wanted to invite you to take a load off for an hour.
It may not solve problems.
And we don't have all the answers.
But we do have a little bit of cheer.
And we would love for you to share it with us.
Just a hint of peppermint and every single thing begins to feel like Christmas. And just like the snowflakes, no two are ever the same. Red and white and candy striped in every shape and size. Oh, what a sweet treat this is. So hop on the choo-choo and woo-woo to Candy Cane Lane. You'll be all aglow from your head to mistletoe. Smell as sweet or look as good enough to eat. There's nothing like a city block of hanging lights where I just want to curl up by the fire for a couple cups of cider and the rust all those marshmallows. They're hung up in the trees and line the bulbs will fill the streets just like a scene from a snow globe. So baby, let's go take a stroll down to Candy Cane Lane. You'll be all aglow from your head to mistletoe. There's no road that could ever smell as sweet or look as good enough to eat. There's nothing like a city block of hanging lights where I just want to curl up by the fire for a couple cups of cider and roast all those marshmallows. Add a pinch of cinnamon and suddenly the world begins to taste like December. And you'll always remember coming down to Candy Cane Lane. Just a couple licks from the minty sugar stick and everything turns winter green. On Candy Cane Lane, we're locked from Gumdrop Street.
If I asked you what your favorite holiday memory is, what would you say?
We conducted a survey across the NMSU campus and the entire internet,
Okay, one site on the internet.
asking for your favorite holiday memories, traditions, hopes, and dreams, both good and difficult.
The answers are beautifully special, poignant, diverse, and different.
All of the stories we're going to share with you came directly from our community.
The words are theirs.
We're just here to share.
The first memory I have associated with Christmas and the holidays, it's making tamales as a whole family on Christmas Eve before my aunt's big party. Once you were old enough, you would be administered into the assembly line and would help mix masa or roll the tamales. It was hard work, and my grandma and mom were very particular and wanted to make them perfect. I remember my grandpa always making fun of my dad because he grew up Polish, but he would put ketchup on his tamales. Weird, I know.
My father is Puerto Rican, and on January 6th, we celebrate Three Kings Day. As children, we laid this box of hay at the foot of our bed for the wise men's camels, and in the morning, 3 small presents would replace the hay. The day was filled with the sound and the smells of the island, merengue music, the smell of lechon roasting, garlic, oregano, and plátanos.
My family is Unitarian Universalist, a faith grounded in Judeo-Christian traditions, and we celebrate Christmas. One favorite tradition of my family of 4 is to have a final family present to open after other gifts have been unwrapped on Christmas Day. For this present, my husband and I create clues and puzzles that take the children from one room to the other, seeking hidden clues that eventually lead to the final gift. The clues and puzzles have gotten more complex as the children have gotten older. They are now 10 and 12 years old. And clues might include coded messages, mazes, and puns.
Sometimes holiday memories are great, like spending time together in the kitchen, baking cookies, bread, pies, or drinking hot cocoa in front of a fire.
Some holiday memories are contentious, like who won the Monopoly tournament last year, or who did the best wrapping job on the gift card exchange, or what year we really found out that Santa was actually...
And some traditions end up changing with the times.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I got to go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has
Hoping
been
that you drop
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands, they're just like
My mother
ice.
will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your
My
hurry?
father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace
So
roar.
really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't hurry.
Maybe just a half a drink more.
Put some records on while I
The
pour.
neighbors might think,
Baby, it's bad out there.
what's in this drink?
No cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew how.
Your eyes are like starlight
to break
now.
this spell.
I'll take your hat. Your hair looks
I
swell.
ought to say no, no, no,
Mind
sir.
if I move in
At
closer?
least I'm gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my pride?
I really can't stay.
Baby, don't go out. Baby,
but
it's cold outside.
You're very pushy, you know.
I like to think of it as opportunistic.
I simply must go.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I should say no.
But baby, it's cold outside.
The welcome has
How lucky that you
been
dropped
so
in.
nice and warm.
Look out the window at that storm.
My sister will be suspicious.
Gosh, the pie smells delicious.
My brother will be there at the door.
Waves upon a tropical shore.
My maiden aunt's mind is
Gosh, the
vicious.
pie is
Or
delicious.
maybe just a cigarette more.
Never such a blizzard before.
I've got to get home.
Baby, you'll freeze out there.
Say, lend me a
It's up to your knees out
You've
there.
really been grand.
I thrill when you touch my
But
hand.
don't you see?
How can you do this thing to
There's
me?
bound to be talk to
Think of my lifelong
At least
sorrow.
there will be plenty implied.
If you got pneumonia and
I really shouldn't
get over that old town. Baby, it's cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
Okay, just for a little while.
That took a lot of convincing.
No matter what you celebrate or what you believe, sometimes the holidays can get a little crazy.
Every Christmas Eve, my family and I watch Christmas Vacation, the movie. Over the years, we've developed this routine of swishing all the furniture we have into our tiny living room and inviting many of our close friends, family, and reindeer to watch this comedy together. Some of us lay on the floor with the pups in a big blanket, others recline on the big chairs, and some are unluckily left with the folding chairs we pull from the garage. It's just how the cookie crumbles. Everyone's feet are in each other's faces, and we all sit like little sardines watching the TV. Yet, nobody complains. We're too infatuated with the movie and our good holiday spirits.
One year when I was a youngster, my parents had been drinking and got into a huge fight on Christmas Eve. My stepfather had had enough and yelled, "I'm gonna call someone who really loves me." He went to the kitchen phone and dialed, yelling over his shoulder at my mom, "You'll see." He dialed and his tone completely changed. He was warm and happy and friendly as he said into the phone, "Hello, Merry Christmas." You didn't hear the other person on the other end, but from my father's expression and the way he started to stutter, we can only imagine that the other person said something akin to, "I told you to never call me here," before they hung up. At that point, my stepfather raged, grabbed the bag, and headed out to the hotel for a night. Merry Christmas.
Well, I think my favorite memory is from when I was way younger and still had my hopes and beliefs set on the merry man in the North Pole. Basically, the night before Christmas, my parents used to wait until my sister and I were asleep. Then they would work together with the merry man himself or let him in through the chimney to work his Christmas magic. They filled up hundreds of red and green balloons that covered the floor of the entire house. I remember waking up in the morning so happy that Santa had left us so many balloons. Imagine one of those block pits that you see in gymnastics studios or a ball pit at a fast food playground. It looked like that. My tiny little young self was amazed at the sheer amount of magic around me. It's a great memory. Although, I do think I found out one year when I woke up on Christmas Eve and saw my parents filling up the balloons that maybe Santa wasn't.
He was late that year.
We don't knock Santa.
We don't knock Santa.
Santa always comes through, no matter how crazy the gift list.
Always?
Always.
Always?
Always.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. I don't want a doll, no dinky tinker toys. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind, do you? He won't have to use our dirty chimney flue. Just bring him through the front door, that's the easiest thing to do. I could see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. Mom says a hippo will eat me up, but then the teacher says a hippo is a vegetarian. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, the kind I saw last summer in the zoo. We got a car with room in our 2-car garage. I'll feed him there and wash him there and give him his massage. I could see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No kangaroos or duck-billed platypuses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too.
In our collection of memories, we found so many similar threads, no matter who they came from.
Baking cookies.
Drinking tea.
Sitting around the fire.
Playing games.
Frying potato latkes.
Lighting candles or the menorah.
Singing together.
Being together.
eating together.
My Christmas nostalgia is in the kitchen, with the sweet smells of melting chocolate, the crispness of Chex Mix my mother always had on hand for my husband, or the sticky sweet divinity my grandmother made and set out on trays on every single surface in the house to cool. I feel most at home when we are crowded together and making a feast. For my own children, we decorate cookies on each Christmas Eve. We don't actually eat that many of the cookies, but we love to sit around the table and make them together. I wanted to pass that down.
My Christmas home is always full of delicious holiday smells. My grandmother makes the ideal cookies, and she always makes hundreds of them for the whole family to take home a box or two.
I love the decadent scent of warm gingerbread, the taste of sweet Swedish kanelbulle right out of the oven.
I remember eating cake while my cousins opened a billion gifts.
Are the holidays really about the people we spend it with, or how much we eat with the people we spend it with?
The next memory I have is walking around and lighting the luminarias in all of my family's yard. They are my favorite holiday decoration, and I love seeing them during this time of year. I think they're so comforting. This resonates with some of my family members because of Las Posadas, which is a 9-day holiday celebrated at the beginning of December.
Last year, it snowed. And since we live in the desert, it never snows. I'd gone to Albuquerque to visit my aunt and uncle. Once it started snowing, my uncle decided that we should venture out into the snowstorm to look at Christmas lights. And so, in the middle of a snowstorm, we all piled into his Jeep and drove around searching for lights. We did this because he's crazy. The kind of crazy that will lean out of his doorless Jeep to touch the side of a semi-truck simply because you told him he was too close to it, and he wanted to prove he wasn't. We drove around for hours with the windows down, letting the snow in and looking at all the lights that were up. It was beautiful.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping, and the lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Whoa, let it snow. All the way home I'll be warm. All the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Sometimes the holidays just end up reminding us of things we used to have, places we used to be, people we used to be close to, and times that used to be easier.
For too many people this year is no different.
The stories in this section have asked to remain anonymous.
I was 19 years old when I made the decision to move myself to the island of Oahu, Hawaii. It was such a strange time. Of course, I'd seen the sunny beaches and beautiful mountains in movies growing up, but other than that, I had no idea what to expect. It was such an amazing place. But it was expensive. I was grateful, though, for the experience. Spending all my spare time taking in the scenery from the Pali Lookout, racing sailboats around Coconut Island, and jumping off Manahuili Falls. As the holidays drew near, I realized that I would never be able to save enough to go home for Christmas. Of course, I had made a lot of good friends in the time I lived there, but they were either going home for the holidays themselves or had deployed to Iraq. I woke up on a beautiful, bright Hawaiian Christmas morning and found myself terribly, utterly homesick. Hawaii was beautiful, but it wasn't the crisp New Mexico air, the smell of tamales, the burning glow of the luminarias. The 3,000 miles felt like a million. I had never felt so alone in my entire life.
It's coming on Christmas, they're cutting down trees, they're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. But it don't snow here, stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money, then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I could teach my feet to fly. Oh, wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry. He tried hard to help me, you know, he put me at ease, and he loved me so naughty, made me weak in the knees. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I'm so hard to handle, I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I've gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I could teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's coming on Christmas, they're cutting down trees, they're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
It was the first Christmas by myself.
It was the first Christmas after the divorce.
6 New Years since the miscarriage, and I still can't get through the day without crying.
My son doesn't come home for the holidays anymore.
My parents don't want me in the house, even at this time of year.
It's hard.
This is the first Christmas that my dad won't be there.
This is the first year without my sister.
Even if it's not the first, something about this time of year makes it.
It's hard.
Sometimes it's hard.
On Christmas Eve 2018, I was on my way to England to visit my grandfather. He had been diagnosed with liver cancer 2 months earlier. His cancer progressed very quickly over a very short amount of time, but due to financial strain, we couldn't get to him any sooner. We had an 8-hour layover in Atlanta, Georgia, and when we boarded the flight to Manchester, we turned our phones off. By the time we landed, it had already been a long, terrible day. Then my aunt was late picking us up. After 2 hours of waiting, she finally arrived and told us we had missed him. My grandfather died at 1:26 a.m. on Christmas Day, which was around the time we boarded our plane to see him.
Music was a pivotal part of my family growing up, so holiday music will always have a special place in my heart. Still, I have found it entirely possible to listen to the same songs year after year and never really get it, you know? They're just fun lyrics or nostalgic crooners that tug on your heartstrings, but don't really make emotional sense other than in the abstract. Those feelings happen to somebody, but not me. I'll Be Home for Christmas was one of those songs. We hear it every year. After my aunt passed away unexpectedly in 2008, my dad commented that this song meant so much more to him now because it was her favorite. Or maybe my mom told me that. I don't remember. In that moment, though, I got it. Or at least I thought I did. Then I moved away from home, all the way to Virginia, 3,000 miles away from the West Coast. The work I was doing was important, but I had never been more homesick in my entire life. When the holidays came, we booked my ticket home, counted down the days, even the hours. I was going home for Christmas. I was going home. My flight was canceled the morning I was supposed to fly back. And because my fridge was empty, I went to the grocery store to get something for dinner. In the store, they were playing holiday music. I'll be home for Christmas, the singer said. You can count on me. I got it.
Some of these stories may be anonymous, but grief, heartache, and loss are all too real.
Holiday nostalgia can bring about so many of these difficult feelings as we remember what we used to have and what we used to be able to share.
If you know somebody who's missing something or someone, don't let them be anonymous to you.
Sometimes even just a card or a kind word can make such a difference.
Don't be afraid to show that you care.
The fire is burning, the room's all aglow. Outside the December wind blows. Away in the distance, the carolers sing in the snow. Whoa. Everybody's laughing, the world is celebrating, and everyone's so happy, except for me tonight, because I miss you most at Christmas time, and I can't get you off my mind. Every other season comes along and I'm alright, but then I miss you most at Christmas time. winter's night, at all of the twinkling lights, alone in the darkness, remembering when you were mine. Whoa. Everybody's smiling, the whole world is rejoicing, and everyone's embracing, except for you and I. Baby, I miss you most at Christmas time, and I can't get you off my mind. Every other season comes along and I'm alright, but then I miss you most at Christmas time. Oh, in the springtime, those memories start to fade with the April rain. Through the summer days till autumn leaves are gone, I get by without you till the snow begins to fall, and then I miss you most at Christmas time, and I can't get you, no, 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 get you off my mind. Every other season comes along and I'm alright, but then I miss you most at Christmas time.
At our house, we play a lot of Christmas music, starting slow around Thanksgiving with choral selections like Chanticleer and other choirs. Getting closer to Christmas, we turn to all sorts of singers, from Nat King Cole and Bing Crosby to Jewel, Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, and Dina Menzel.
I will always cherish the children's holiday songs on WGN TV. I'm from Chicago, but have lived in Las Cruces for 35 years. I will never forget the storefront windows on State Street. It was a tradition to view them every year and then see Santa Claus, just like in the Christmas Story.
As a single young adult living in the West Los Angeles, I was away from my family, and my roommates and I created our own tradition to bring in the Christmas season. In keeping with the Advent tradition, we invited our friends on the first Sunday of December to share food and our favorite Christmas traditions. The evening ended with singing the song Away in a Manger, but in all the languages that were present that evening. Over the years, the song lasted longer and longer as our circle became more diverse. In the years that we hosted Advent Sunday, the first verse of Away in a Manger was sung in English, Spanish, German, French, Portuguese, Italian, Korean, Japanese, Farsi, Tongan, Tagalog. It was beautiful.
My favorite holiday music is sung in German. There's something so powerful about Stille, Stille Nacht instead of Silent Night. The words may be different, the tradition may be altered, but the feeling is still the same.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary soul rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night, oh, holy night. Oh, night divine.
No matter if it's sometimes or all the time, the holidays can be so special, no matter your faith, your tradition, your memory, or the people you're with.
Whether you're baking, preparing food and treats to eat together,
Making ornaments or caroling with your family.
Singing your favorite holiday songs,
Opening presents,
Just being near each other.
Catching snowflakes on your tongue.
Catching elves who sneak in with Santa.
Santa's real?
We don't knock Santa.
What if I don't believe in Santa?
Somewhere there's someone who does.
I can respect that. Maybe it's not my idea of the holidays, but I can respect that. You believe in your Santa, and even if he's not my holiday traditions, I'll believe in mine.
no matter where you come from.
Where you are.
What you believe or what you know.
What you long for or what you wish for.
We wish you the very best this time of year.
From all of us here to you and yours, to you in your safe, warm, different and unique, kind and glorious homes, traditions, families and friends, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.